I'll be honest with you, like, I kind of started to get to a stage where I had so much people that were in the building saying to me, oh, like, what you're doing is so good, like, keep doing what you're doing, like, you know what I mean, it's sick, your moment's going to come or whatever. And then it gets to a point where it's like, people keep telling you all of these good things and keep telling you that, yeah, like, something's going to happen, and then nothing happens, and then it starts to affect your confidence.
Yeah.
It affected mine. Because I started thinking, well, like, if everybody here or at One Extra is telling me that I am as good as I am, why is this actually just not happening?
Yeah.
For me, now, at that point, it was all about, am I good enough? Like, forget anything else. I have something to prove to myself, not to anyone else. I don't have no chip on my shoulder, no nothing. I just need to know whether this is about politics or whether this is about something different or whether it's just, I'm just not good enough. I turn the mic on and this confident voice that I have is not there anymore because the mic's on and it's a bit awkward and it's my own voice and like, you know, I don't have banter anymore and I can't talk about this particular song or whatever. But when I went on, I was very comfortable and I got a lot of great feedback from that. And literally, I think when I did my last show, I walked out of the building with my head held very high. And straight away, my ambition wasn't to be on One Extra anymore.
Oh, really?
I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just create something and try and build myself up and try and be as big as I can by doing it myself.
Yeah.
And that's how I ended up starting the podcast.
I was going to say, yeah, so it's a good segue into the reason you started the podcast. And do you know what I find amazing? Well, other than, you know, the podcast itself, is how early you were on the podcast game, because you've been doing it like 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And in terms of the UK podcast scene, in that kind of world of, you know, music or whatever, there's not a lot of podcasts that have been doing it for that long.
Yeah.
Probably not any.